Bullrider, 10 fights, 7 wins, 3 losses from the Tamworth Fighting Arts. He's been trained very hard for this one. He's come over very focused, hasn't partaken of any partying up to date, has opted to really focus and really came over here to make an impression. Ben, the Bullrider Burrage from Tamworth Fighting Arts.
I love bull riding, Hammer. It's one of the few sports I really enjoy watching.
And they call him the Bullrider because he actually is a bull rider.
Rodeo is fantastic to watch when they have him on Fox from the States. 8 seconds of ecstasy on the back of a big bull. Here we go, first round.
Some of your ex-girlfriends, I think you could have included in that.
Oh, that's low. At least 10 seconds. Inside thigh kick there from Sudjai. Jab from the Bullrider.
The Bullrider Ben Burrage, former Kyokushin and I suppose current Kyokushin exponent. You'll notice the Kyokushin kanji or logo tattooed over his heart on the left-hand side of his pec there.
Good round kick from the southpaw Sudjai.
He's got good boxing skills, Bullrider. We sparred a bit in down in the gym there, and I'm not talking about in the pool either. I'm talking about in the ring. And he's very quick, and he works the body shot nicely. He landed a couple of cracking body shots on me. I can tell you, I could feel the bruises. But Bullrider, I think that comes from John Hallford's tutorial. They're the boys really work the body shots well. They're the body snatchers, the Tamworth Fighting Arts boys.
Very cagey fighter here, Sudjai, the southpaw. Hands very low, but he has a beautiful rear leg round kick to the rib cage that the Bullrider Ben Burrage is going to have to be aware of. There it is, off the rear leg from Sudjai.
Burrage has to step up and try and unload and let that right hand go. He doesn't want to give Sudjai time to settle and work him out, because if he does, he's going to be very dangerous, Sudjai.
Wild left hand there from Sudjai. Takes an inside thigh kick to the lead leg. Outside thigh kick from Burrage.
And you can really see the difference in styles here between the Westerners and the Thais. Burrage up on the balls.
Oh, straight left hand from Sudjai, drops him. Beautifully done. Smack bang on the jaw, the rear hand of the southpaw Sudjai. And not the way Ben Burrage wanted to start here in the first.
That's devastating for the Aussie. But he seems to shake it off okay. The Bullrider gets caught with some big shots, but he's a very tough and resilient fighter.
All those boys are Hammer from Tamworth and Dubbo. You go back to Michael Maisie, what a tough nut he was.
Oh, did you see Sudjai just going straight in for the kill there when he thought he had Burrage hurt? He certainly picked up the pace, did the Thai. There's Carl in the corner. Carl from Darwin in the corner of Ben Burrage. But there you see the straight left hand catching Burrage. Then the very cagey Sudjai, not doing anything rash, just really taking his time and just landing that big left hand that sent Burrage down in the red corner. And he was certainly well and truly caught.
Okay, second round, set for 5 threes. A super middleweight contest, or a middleweight contest, I should say. I wanted to say that, Hammer. It's actually a welterweight contest.
Oh, the big knee.
Sudjai launches a knee to the outside right rib cage of Ben Burrage, who was dropped in the opening round. So you've got to give it a 10-8 to Sudjai, after Burrage was doing quite well before that.
Just about to say, you notice a contrast in styles. Burrage up on the balls of his feet, moving around, keeping busy. The Thai started very, very slow in the first, but he's picked up now.
From Sudjai, nicely done, just snuck it in. Trade of knees in centre ring, referee separates them. Burrage needs a strong round here. After being floored by the rear hand of Sudjai in the corner in the first. Drifting off to his left now, he'll try and stay out of range of that rear leg round kick of Sudjai. There it is. Sudjai trying to slip in the elbow again, then locks on the grapple. Attempted downward elbow from Burrage. Didn't have the room for it. Referee breaks them.
Probably the weakest point in Burrage's technique is his grappling skills. Everything else is very strong, especially his boxing. But Sudjai is actually almost beating him at his own game so far. He's landing some big shots on him, but Burrage fights back.
Overhand elbows from Sudjai. Not afraid to bring on the heavy artillery here in the second. Another stunning left-handed and over cross elbow.
Burrage has been
Sudjai really
cut.
turning it on.
He's been cut.
Oh, he has.
As the Bullrider, there's blood now trickling down from the top of his forehead by the downward elbow from Sudjai.
That's not a good place for a cut. It's going to run straight into that left eye of Ben Burrage. And Burrage really needs to get on his bull and start working here.
Well, he's been hurt, the Aussie. He's been nailed a couple of times. It's not looking good for him, the Bullrider.
Look at that blood flowing down the forehead now, dripping into the tear duct of the left eye of Ben Burrage as he snaps out the jab. And Sudjai owning him at the moment. The Bullrider ties him up in the grapple. Referee separates them. If this was in Australia, Hammer, they'd certainly stop it to clean up Ben Burrage, but the ref letting it go on here, and that looks like a bad cut too.
Well, he's certainly been caught well and truly as Burrage. And of course, coming from New South Wales and Sydney, they're not really well versed in Thai technique, and he's been caught with the elbow. He then got caught with even a jab. So Burrage is now a little bit off his game plan and not looking as sharp as I thought he would, but he's a tough boy and he'll certainly keep on fighting. A lot of Kyokushin spirit, full contact karate, his background.
He's been cut right on the hairline.
Oh, and again.
Another crossing elbow off the right arm from Sudjai.
Well, Sudjai really going after that cut now, really wants to tear it wide open.
Come on, Bullrider. Throws the right hand to the body. Jab two from the Bullrider, moves him for the grapple, short range knee, left rib cage, and another one from Burrage. That's more like it, but he takes a crossing elbow to the jaw, downward elbow, looking for the headache maker.
There's a beautiful downward elbow there from Ben the Bullrider Burrage. They're going to have to try and stem the bleeding of that cut. It's a fairly nasty cut. There's the danger man, Sudjai from Cho Wang. Very cagey, very slippery fighter. Is outreached by the Bullrider, but he's still inflicting a lot of damage on the Aussie, the Thai. Looking to do a lot of damage, a lot of bad intention. He really wants to finish the Aussie. Does Sudjai. He doesn't want to get beaten in his own backyard, and he's looking to systematically take Burrage apart as Burrage lands a beautiful downward elbow.
Okay, third round of 5. Burrage has a lot of ground to cover. Round kick, real leg from Sudjai. Sticks out the side kick.
I can tell you, Burrage is not going to let this one slip easy, boys. He's trained his guts out at the gym there in Lamai, and he's been really wanting to fight and really wanting to win. He doesn't want to go home with a loss on his record, the Bullrider.
Exchange of knees, centre ring. Bullrider thought about a late elbow.
Come on, people, let's make some noise. Let's help the boys.
Drifts off to his left. Rapid hand combination. None of it got through, though, for him. What's he got in the clinch here, Ben Burrage? Jumping downward elbow, looking to crack the clavicle of Sudjai. Just a slip. Sudjai now fighting orthodox. Burrage ties him up. Thought about the elbow. They've stemmed the bleeding quite nicely on that cut, Hammer.
He keeps trying for the downward elbows, the Bullrider, and they have stopped the bleeding voice. They've done a good job of stopping the blood coming into his eyes. He gets caught with the straight left.
Jab. Nicely done from Sudjai. Turning hook, outside thigh kick from the Thai. The mercury is rising again, and can Burrage respond to the challenge?
Well, the Thai's just oozing with confidence now. He thinks he's got Burrage's measure. The Aussie in a little bit of bother as he tries to let some elbows go.
Ooh, nice. He crossing elbow and a jab there from Burrage. And look how low the Thai's hands are. He doesn't want to invite those hands at Burrage because Burrage is quick and powerful in the boxing department.
It's good to see Burrage just staying disciplined and staying on his game. He's not getting sucked into any psychological play with Sudjai. Sudjai wanting to embarrass Burrage into making a silly mistake. You see his hands down there, taunting him.
Overhand right attempt there from Sudjai. Burrage looking a lot more energetic here. Downward elbow strike, top of the head. Glancing right hand from Burrage. Jab, clinched knee. Good work here from Burrage. He's winning this round for sure. Oh, he's caught him with the left hand. Sudjai in trouble, and down he goes. Well, what a turnaround here. Sudjai in a whole lot of bother is in a world of hurt. It's all over. It's good night, Sudjai.
Well, I tell you what a fight back from hell. The Bullrider, Ben Burrage, sensational job. Just when we had almost written him off, he's come back, got caught again with a straight left, but really picked up the pace. showed a lot of fighting spirit, a lot of fighting heart. The boy from Tamworth has done the job. The Aussies come down to Thailand, taking on the very tough opponent, Sudjai. Just when he got cut, we thought he was beaten. He fought back, big cut on his head, and they really went to work. Caught Sudjai with a knee and then a short left, and just stayed on him, landed a short right. And the Bullrider, Ben Burrage from Tamworth Fighting Arts, takes the win, TKO 3rd round.
Wow, great.